years ago today, Brian Sullivan's car, red Pontiac Sunfire, was found abandoned at the end of Ludington Avenue with his wallet and debit card inside. Also inside the car was a receipt from Burger King, time-stamped 5:38 a.m. of the morning of July 8th. Burger King did confirm that Brian did go through the drive-thru and that everything appeared to be normal. Phone records show that Brian made a phone call to a friend at 6:10 a.m. He did not speak with his friend, but he left a voicemail. That was the last anyone has heard from Brian. None of Brian's belongings were missing, no large cash withdrawals from the bank, no problems at home, nothing to indicate that Brian took off. Although we hope he did, the Brian we know wouldn't do this. And after 2 years with no word from Brian, it has been hard to stay positive. Those of us who know Brian best feel something happened on the morning of July 8, 2007. And we aren't going to give up until we find out what and bring him home. Brian's parents, Barb and Dan Sullivan, have continued to speak regularly with law enforcement. I could stand up here all night and talk about Brian and what his family is missing. But then again, most of you here already know that. I will tell you that Brian was very smart, caring, and very funny, and we miss him very much. Somebody out there knows what happened to our Brian. Please come forward. Even if you have any information on what else Brian may have been doing that night or who he may have been with. It has been 2 years now, and we are doing our best to remain hopeful. But this family needs answers, and Brian deserves justice. There's not an hour in the day that we don't think of him. And tonight, as we mark 2 years, we ask you to say a prayer for Brian. Not just tonight, but every night. Pray that the strength of our love and light will shine Brian's way home. I'd like to leave us with these thoughts. Imagine a day when the glimmer of sunshine in a room of darkness can give way and burst into a bright array of light. The walls of despair can disappear, and one day a portion of our life we once had can return.